There we go. Hey guys. So I can't even blame the case of the Mondays. Today is just what it is. I am Tina Cannon of Jaded Kisses Designs and Nyana Birthing and College Kids Social Media. I drop tips Monday through Friday on attraction marketing, mindset, and branding and herbs. So I jumped on really quickly to give you a couple updates on things that I've been doing that work for me and to drop a couple tips for Wellness Wednesday. So typically I don't do the hashtag thing. Like I'll do it within marketing if I'm promoting something, but on for lives I really don't, other than women in business, because that's my goal. Welcome everyone. Hope you're having a beautiful spring day. Like spring is it for me. I get all lovey-dovey and all happy because the spring and flowers are moving and people are all booed up and it's great. I like it. So I'm working on herbs, meal planning, and the concept. Let's try it. I'm working on the concept of Wellness Wednesday, not just for myself, but also for clients, mastermind students, and also my family. Not sure how much of that you heard earlier, but I'm Tina Cannon. I am the owner and founder of Jaded Kiss Designs, which is a full service fashion design house. Whether you need it designed, altered, planned, I do that under that umbrella. I also run Nyana Birthing, which is a holistic fertility care. I'm a doula, have been a doula for about 5 years. So I work with holistic healthcare, preconception, birth, herbs, and meal planning. And for college kids social media, I help small businesses get into e-commerce and understand marketing and brand image and how to push their brands out in a way that makes sense for them and their markets. Okay, so with today being Wellness Wednesday, I wanted to drop a couple tips about what you're putting in your mouth. I know it sounds weird, but Wellness Wednesday, a majority of my clients are either overweight, overworked, anxious, depressed, like they're having some type of either chemical imbalance or biological imbalance within their chakras, within their lifestyle, within who they are. And I was told a long time ago that the better your health is, the better your business and your brands are going to do. So if you are someone who is struggling with your weight, you have to understand what you're eating, why you're eating it, and how often you're eating it. I am the healthiest, most unhealthy person there is. Like I should make a motto about cigarettes and green juice, not necessarily as a thing, but kind of the concept of cigarettes and green juice. We have a lot of people who struggle to take the first step because they think that they have to eat the whole mile or they have to go compared to what someone else is doing for balance and happiness, and you don't. So with looking at what we're eating, how we're eating, fast food, snacks, even the organic snacks sometimes are full of chemicals, but we, have to retrain our taste buds. So for me, when it's time for me to detox or do something with change, or there's a change within my eating, it'll sit in my chest. So I've been on this Wendy's chicken nuggets binge, and I know this is disgusting, I know, but chicken nuggets. Anyway, I've been on this chicken nugget binge, and I just wanted a couple 20 pieces by myself. Like, just leave me alone in the corner. But with eating those things, I have to counterbalance that with something that's healthier to flush that out, push that out, and clean my body of it. Several times throughout the year, I'll go like either completely pescatarian and just do fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, seafood, and cut a lot of those other things out. And sometimes my body actually craves turkey and all of that too. So learning what to eat and what not to eat. The closer I eat to the ground or to nature, the better my body does, the better I can actually function for all the things that I'm doing. People ask me, how do I get all this stuff done? Lots of list, lots of water, and lots of screaming. But how I was eating had a lot to do with that. When I stopped relying so much on Starbucks, like I'll have coffee when I'm pulling like long stints of periods of time where I need to be with the mom for the next 36 hours to help her start breastfeeding, getting her herbs that she needs for those things, or helping a client get through her wedding. And the wedding is like the next few days. Like on stretches like that, I usually have a power bar, a banana, and coffee. Just depends so I can stay awake. Normally, I am asleep by 7 o'clock. I'm tired. But taking into account of what I was eating allowed me to power through my day, even with the snacks and things that I was eating, by replacing 3 negative things that I was putting in my face, allowed me to just move along an inch along from a size 22 to now like a size 6. So a lot of people think that I only designed for like sample size models, but that's not true. Like at one point I was a size 22, 24 and wasn't pregnant. So I understand that it's harder to find clothes when you get past, truly when you get past a size 12, it's kind of hard to find clothes that fit your body, look good on you, and like within your budget. So a lot of that for me was just how I was eating. When I was bigger sizes or plus sizes or size beautiful, however you want to call it, when I was double digits, I was miserable. I don't know how, I'm just me, myself. I, in that space, was miserable. I was around a bunch of negative people. I was eating a bunch of stuff. Some of the stuff tastes so delicious, and some of the stuff was just food in my face, and you could see it. Like your skin is kind of like the last go. If you have acne, then you really should work on doing detoxes and flushing out your system, because your skin is really the last kind of like when you have bumps in your face, it's kind of like your body taking a poop. I don't know how else to say that, but when you have a lot of bumps in your face, it's usually builds up dirt, oil, and a lot of the things that your body from the inside is trying to push out. That goes from head to toe bumps, that goes from migraines, headaches, that goes from anything that's like that. So as today's hump day, the week is almost over, and today for me it was eating salads, it was drinking water, because I know that I have been eating horribly. So, but that was the best that I wanted at the time. Like, it's a choice. So replacing 3 negative things in my current diet with things that are, let's just say, if I want alkaline water and I don't have the money to afford an alkaline machine, you can take a key lime, put it in some Kroger water, Walmart bottled water, boom, you have alkaline water, and it didn't cost you an arm and a leg. And that's one thing that will help you have cleaner water. Water has no enemies. There's nothing that you can put water in, on, and or around that it does not heal or replenish or make better. So for people who are suffering with allergies, people who are suffering with weight loss, people who are suffering with post-traumatic distress disorders, all of those things can be helped moved along spiritually, all of those things by drinking better water, by putting better foods in your bodies, by trying to source the best and closest to the ground as you possibly can, and incorporating herbs. I have a PDF download of different herbs that you can use for anxiety, depression, to ground yourself, headaches, migraines, high blood pressure, like those things that I have been noticing that affect a lot of the women, moms, and the elders within my community. So I wanted to make a list of herbs that you can put in teas or baths or make like salves and different things like that with. So we're not so much relying on going to the doctor, which gives us more pills and gives us more things. So also the third tip is meal planning. First tip is replace 3 negative things that you're putting in your face. Second thing is take a closer look at how you're eating, what you're eating, why you're eating, and how, when, where, why you're eating. And if you can identify the emotions that you're having when you're eating and what's going on in your life, so even having a food journal is great. I learned a lot about myself. When I'm stressed, I eat. When I'm pissed off, anything that's low vibratory that puts me in a state of unsureness or anxiety or anger, I tend to eat. Even with me biting my nails, when I'm thinking or trying to process problems, I automatically eat. And I had to make myself aware of it because it was something that I was doing subconsciously. Like, I'm an emotional eater. And I had to go in my mind and like, where's the first time something didn't go your way, or you were upset, or someone said something to you where you instead of telling that person no, don't, or stop, you automatically went to go and eat to silence yourself. So for people who are overweight, sometimes it's an emotional thing, and certain people trigger those things. And the way that the chemical makeup in food and a lot of snacks that we eat, it has us on a sugar salt cycle. So let's say if you're craving caramel bugles. So I say I have a craving for caramel bugles. Are they the most healthiest? No. Are they good in the mug? Yes. So I'm craving caramel bugles, but after that, I'm gonna want some chips, salt, and then a drink, sugar, and then next thing I eat is gonna be on this constant thing. And not only does eating a lot of salt and sugar cause increased rates for diabetes, high blood pressure, and all these other problems, but it's a cycle. Like it's a cycle that we were put on with high salt and high fat diet. So I had to learn how to pull away from hog maws, chitlins, pig feet, pig snouts. Like I used to stay with this family that had a barbecue spot and they sold pig snouts, but barbecued. And I was like, we'll eat anything. And like all you gotta do is have it taste like a little hickory smoked something. We'll eat anything from chitlins to hog maws. When I found out what a chitlin was, I could have died in my chest. This is what you feed me? Like you feed me pig shit bag? What? But all of that to say, as we're growing, as we're moving forward, and as we're building brands, no matter what the brand is, the better that you eat, the better that you take care of your temple, your body, who you are, the better your business performs. So meal planning, things that I learned about meal planning. Meal planning is so necessary. Even if it's just you yourself and you have a busy schedule, either meal planning or having someone batch cook your meals based on the 10 things that you're going to eat for the month. I'm a part of a shoppers club, so I'll order through them, and then I order my cleaning supplies through them. I order my bathroom stuff through them. And I also order like some of the like minerals and things like that. Essential oils I order through them. But I go shopping twice a month. I go to Sam's Club and then I'll go to meat markets for fish or whatever it is that I'm eating. I've been trying to find goat. It's lean and it's healthy, but whatever. But meal planning, sitting down saying, okay, I know I'm going to want tacos. And if I'm going to eat tacos, what's the healthiest way for me to eat tacos that I'm going to actually eat? So I know that I'll do corn. I know that I do not prefer flour. Sometimes I don't really like corn, but understanding that if those are the two options that I know about and I need to replace 3 foods a week that I'm eating that's not so healthy, I'll look up blue corn chip tortillas, which are healthier, organic, have less salt, have less chemicals, something that I can make myself. Recipes, I'm big on Pinterest for recipes when I'm cleaning my body. So whether I'm training, trying to get back into running, or dealing with my allergies, how and what I put in my mouth. If you have eczema, allergies, things like that is normally triggered by gluten. So a lot of bread, a lot of milk, and a lot of, might as well say, dairy. So those things for people who have allergies, like when I noticed that I was cutting down on the amount of cow milk that I was drinking, the amount of bread, the amount of eggs, like when I cut down on those things and stop eating them so much and then replace them with raw fruits, raw veggies, most of the day, I start my day with raw fruit and then I'll go with a smoothie that has greens or flax seeds. Like if I can drink it, it replaces a meal. Not saying that I don't need to eat on the go, but I know that in a NutriBullet size cup that's about 12 or 18 ounces, I can get a cup of greens, I can get daggone near a cup of strawberries, bananas, nuts. Like I can have a whole meal in a blendy cup and I don't have to take 4 hours to prep it and cook it. So I do a couple of meal replacements for smoothies. I'll do meal planning around the things that I want to eat for the month. So if I want paella or a lot of seafood for week 1 and a lot of raw fruit and vegetables for the second week, and cutting out meat, butter, and things like that all the way through the 3rd week, I have to plan that out because I'm a person that doesn't like to eat the same thing all the time. Like if I do red beans on Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, by Wednesday, I should either be finishing that pot or have something else in mind to start cooking for the next weeks. Like, the worst thing in the world is to be an entrepreneur, homeschool mom, or anybody that has a lot on their plate that they have to do, is to look up, it's 2:00 and you haven't figured out what you're going to eat and you haven't eaten nothing for the day. Not only does that mess with you mentally, but that also messes with your body. If you get up and don't normally do breakfast, you start off on a slower foot than somebody who wakes up, meditates, does yoga, or whatever their workout thing to break their fast, mentally, physically, spiritually. But if you get up and you automatically go for a donut, the person that you're competing against in your niche, the business, the brand, or whatever it is that you're competing with, you're setting yourself up to lose behind them, because not only is their mindset together, but they're fueling their body with better foods, better water, being around better people. It matters. Meal planning was a big one. Having a crock pot was a big one. If you can't cook, if your parents didn't teach you how to cook, there are so many different recipes available so that you can eat healthier, so that your business and as well as your well-being does so much better. Having children, a crock pot, and meal planning was clutch for me. I would make out the meals for the month. Like Monday would just be beans and rice. Tuesday would be Taco Tuesday. Wednesday would be International Day. Thursday would be fish and chips. Friday would be sandwiches. Sunday is all natural. Saturday is free for all. But even with that, that gave me a parameter of, okay, I know I'm gonna need beans and rice. So one week I can do red beans. Next week I can do white beans. Another week I can do black beans. Another week I can do lentils. Like, understanding what you like to eat and how those foods, based on colors, based on chakras, like based on all of those things, like what you put in your mouth either feeds your chakras or depletes them. The people that you're around either feeds your life or takes away from it. So when we're going to something as basic as, let's go back to the dinner table, let's go back to farming, let's go back to being in the ground and in the dirt, so we know what we're putting in our mouth. A lot of companies that I see, I also see the Monsanto sticker next to them. So it's getting to be more of a challenge for people who are below a certain pay level to eat well, which means it's going to be harder for them. If you solely eat a fast food diet, you're wearing your body down. No, that's not even including what you're doing with work. That's just your mental and physical woo-wop. Like, that's just your mental and physical. So, water. For people who don't like the taste of water, like, yes, water does have a taste. For people who say that water doesn't have a taste, that's the biggest lie. I used to struggle with water, hated it, because it either had a nasty aftertaste, depending on where I lived, or it was just, I didn't like it. It don't have no, especially when you're used to, I grew up drinking Kool-Aid. So trying to get somebody to drink water who primarily drinks Kool-Aid and cold drinks and sodas and all of that, it's a shift. So thing for that, two things. Infused waters. So if you're not quite used to drinking water by itself, you can take fruits, and there are cups and gallons and all different types of things that you can buy. Also, you can get a Crystal Geyser gallon bottle, cut your fruits up, throw them in there, and just let it sit for a day. Infused water. And that not only gives you the minerals and all the good stuff from your fruit, but it also makes your water not taste so watery. Also, lemons, limes. Limes make it alkaline. So if you can't afford that, there's always a way around it so you can eat healthy. Let's see, the better water you drink, the less you have with diseases. Like, a lot of people who have high blood pressure and cholesterol issues, a lot of that can be solved by getting moving, having a shot of apple cider vinegar in the morning to move all that mucus and stuff out their system, and actually meal planning so they don't eat as much fast food. Like, a lot of people are dying because they're dying by their fork. What's on the end of their fork? Fourth tip before I run is move. Like, get moving. In line with Wellness Wednesday, people talk about, it's spring. The gyms and things were full at the beginning of the year because everybody wanted to be new booty and new boo, new you and all of that. And now it's about to be April and the gym is empty. Some people, for me, I never liked being in a gym. I never liked the creepy guy in the corner watching and standing behind you, or the overexcited dude that want to help show you how to use a Stairmaster. Like, So I never liked being in the gym. I never liked all the lights, the harsh lights, the sounds. I never liked any of it. But sometimes I prefer to be outside. Yoga, dance, all of those things. I prefer to be outside because it's fresh air. I can actually ground. But the way my allergies are set up, um, sometimes sister girl can't even walk outside without my allergies being like, and I'm all hived up, and it's pollen. I got like 2 specks of pollen on my skin, and my whole body hived up, and I'm like, I just wanted to go run, and my skin is burning. I'm one of those sensitive people. So the cleaner that I was eating, the more herbs that I was taking, having a humidifier in my house, like those things, especially with spring and all this pollen everywhere, I have been making all these throat sounds and wanted to help other people who are dealing with wanting to get healthy, wanting to start moving. A few ladies have been asking me about a fitness challenge. I'm not necessarily a fitness person, but couple like I work out just to keep from gaining weight. I work out enough to not gain weight and enough not to get like extra push-ups or something like that. But the most consistent thing that I will do is yoga. I walk even if I don't run, and I move my body at least 3 times a month. So for people who are saying that, they want to get moving and don't know how, or don't know how to meal plan, like it's as simple as getting moving, getting off your square, moving, like moving the energy around you. You are the only person who can control what your body looks like, how your mind is operating, and how well your business is doing. So with the things that we have that we can control, let's start taking better care of ourselves. Let's start, what happened to Little League baseball and working, like parents actually working with their children and working with the community. So I wanted to drop a couple tips and a quick recap. Tip number 1 was replace 3 negative things, food, people, things like that. Replace 3 negative things for a more balanced lifestyle. The better your business, the better your body. The better your body, the better your business. So the better you can feed and self-sustain yourself, the better your brand will do. If your business is struggling, you also, for me, it's always a correlation between my money and my mindset. If my money is low, I always come back to check in. What am I putting in? What am I thinking? What am I eating? What am I doing? Tip number 2, take a closer look at what you're eating, why you're eating, and how. If you keep a food journal, you're able to keep up with what you're eating, when you're eating it. So if you're eating at 3:00 in the morning, I may want a Snicker, but my mind's telling me no. But I'm at 3:00 in the morning, I may want a Snicker, but I will grab fresh fruit because I know that as soon as I look at a Snickers, a double-decker ice cream bar, whatever that is, it goes straight to my hips, or it goes straight, messes up my allergies, because the things that I want and things that my body need, 2 different things. I had to retrain my taste buds, and I still do from time to time, but I have to retrain my taste buds to actually become accustomed to infusion waters, drinking water. Like I drink water all the time, and I used to hate water. So it was changing my mind about what was going in my mouth, what was coming out of my mouth, and how I was preparing. Being able to prepare means that you don't have to wait to the last minute. And now we had Wendy's 6 nights in a row because nobody planned. So if I can teach 1 or 2 tips that'll help with grocery bills or couponing or anything like that, I want to. So there's also a PDF with a couple herbs for people with anxiety, people with high blood pressure, just more natural things to help people in the community. Tip number 3 is meal planning. Be conscious in the planning of what you fuel your body with, what you're going in your mouth. Fresh fruit that correlates to the chakras that you're working on. So if you're working on your solar plexus, fruits that are yellows, oranges, corals, like each chakra has a color. And if you are feeding your body based on the chakras that you're working with, root chakra, sacral chakra, throat chakra, crown chakra, those have a color. And sometimes I'll find myself naturally geared towards eating dark red vegetables when I'm working on my root chakra, or yellow and greens, and just different things. So pay attention to what you are eating, pay attention to how you're feeling, and keep a journal of it. Meal planning, take the 10 Take the 10 recipes that you know that you will eat and that you enjoy eating and spread them out over the next 30 days. Even if you don't cook every night or use the crock pot, planning out at least 10 meals will keep you on top of your toes and help you stay organized with how you're moving your business, how you're dealing with yourself and your family. Even if you stay by yourself, knowing what you're going to eat before 5 o'clock is like clutch. Let's see what else. Drinking water. If you can't afford a certain amount of water, if your mind is not too paying $10 a bottle for water, add a key lime, and that alkalizes your water, and it helps flush out anything that's acidic in your body. So if you're drinking more alkaline food, if you're eating more alkaline foods, drinking more alkaline water, or alkalizing your body, sickness can no longer live there because your body is alkaline. Sickness only lives in acidic areas. So water has no enemies. Make sure you use it on the outside, inside, and all around you. Keep it. The better water you drink, the less dis-ease you will have in your body. Tip. Also, a shot of apple cider vinegar in the morning with cinnamon and a little bit of honey will help push out mucus from your body. Apple cider vinegar by itself, it puts hair on your chest. I don't recommend drinking it by just turning that up. I don't, but sometimes I will if I don't have cinnamon and sugar or cinnamon and honey or guave next to me. Cold season, allergy season, humidifiers are yes for people with allergies. I live in the country, so there's always dust. I have to keep a humidifier and tissue. Like I sneeze 20 times in a row. Nobody even, after the third they don't even say bless you no more with me. Just no. So keeping a humidifier, keeping a shot of apple cider vinegar. Try to get the one Bragg's, but if you can't, apple cider vinegar, shot of it early, the first thing in the morning or before a big meal, helps flush you out. Plain water, you can do infused fruits. And the fourth tip and final tip before I go is move, get moving. If you're stuck in an idea, you're stuck in what to do, don't know how to lose weight, don't know how to get your mindset together, don't know how to get your money together, just start. Do the first thing that you know how to do in the direction that you're trying to go. If you're trying to cut out pork and you don't really know how, have one less meal a month. Go to look up restaurants that serve the foods that are more geared to the lifestyle that you're trying to lead. If we just cut out pork and beef out of our diet, we would have a lot less sick people. Beef sits in your gut for a very long time and has a very distinct smell. Do I feel like a good sirloin steak is delicious? Yes. But there's also lamb. So for the people who say that meat is murder, so is taking an apple off the apple tree. So I see both sides of the coin. It's all marketing, it's all mindset. So we have to be mindful of where we're putting our dollars. If you are a Black farmer, please get at me. I'm looking for a Black farmer in Mississippi to actually cut out Walmart, Sam's Club, Save-A-Lot, Dollar General, all the stores that's around here. I would really much so more appreciate actually being able to support Black farmers, Black hunters, Black fishers. Like if you fish and you have red snapper or drum. Yes, but anyway, so I am Tina. I hope these Wellness Wednesday tips have helped you get your life together, drink a little bit more water, smile and glow a little bit. But I will come live Monday through Friday. If you want to join the newsletter, the link is over there. If you would like to join the marketing group to talk about business, how you are marketing, what your marketing brand is, how to balance your mind, body, and soul. That was so unintended, but it was perfect, right? But how to balance all of those things through a marketing and branding standpoint, the Facebook group is in the link is in the description. And if you are looking for a coach on how to get your life together, send me a direct message in my inbox. I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.